Welcome back to English Vision, the podcast. Today, we're diving into a super useful topic, one you can use every single day when meeting new people or starting conversations. It's all about how to talk about your job in English. Get comfortable, stay with us, and feel free to repeat after us whenever something sounds helpful. This is your time to grow your English skills.
Absolutely. And let's start with the hook. Imagine you're at a party or meeting someone for the first time, and they ask that classic question, "So, what do you do?" Suddenly, your brain freezes. You know how to say your job, but not how to make the conversation flow. That's exactly what we'll fix today.
Right. And don't worry, we're going to make it fun, relaxed, and totally natural. So first, let's practice the basic structure. When someone asks, "What do?" you can say, "I'm a," followed by your job. For example, "I'm a teacher," "I'm a designer," "I'm a driver," whatever fits your life. Repeat after me. I'm a.
Great. Now let's expand it. Because conversations don't stop there. After saying your job, you can add a short description. Something like, "I'm a software developer. I help create mobile apps." Or, "I'm a nurse. I work in a children's hospital." Try saying it along with us.
Here's a mini dialogue to help you hear it in action. So, what do you do?
I'm a photographer. I take pictures for magazines and online campaigns.
Notice how natural that sounds? You introduce the job, then give a little detail. This helps keep the conversation alive and shows the other person what your work is really like. Keep repeating with us as we go.
Another great way to make your job sound interesting is to explain why you enjoy it. People connect with passion, and it makes the conversation warmer. You can say something like, "I enjoy my job because I get to help people," or "I love what I do because it lets me be creative." Repeat after me. I enjoy my job because.
Adding emotion shows personality, and that's what keeps conversations flowing. For example, imagine someone says, "I'm a chef. I enjoy my job because I can bring people together through food." That sentence paints a picture, and the person listening is more likely to ask follow-up questions.
Speaking of follow-up questions, this is another key skill. When someone tells you about their job, you can show interest by asking simple questions like, "How long have you been doing that?" Or, "What's the most interesting part of your work?" These questions keep the exchange alive. Try saying them with us. How long have you been doing that?
Here's a short example to help you hear how this works naturally. I'm a web designer. I create websites for small businesses.
That's cool. How long have you been doing that?
About 3 years. I love it because I can mix creativity with problem solving.
See how smooth that feels? No pressure, no complicated grammar, just simple, clear English that sounds confident. You can do the same in your own conversations.
And don't forget, you can also talk about your daily tasks. Instead of only saying the job title, try describing what you actually do. For example, I work with customers. I manage a team. I fix machines. I teach beginners. These action phrases help people understand your job better. Repeat after me. I work with.
Another helpful trick is connecting your job to real-life situations. For example, if you're a teacher, you might say, "I help students understand new ideas every day." If you're an engineer, you could say, "I solve practical problems and design solutions that people use." These explanations make your work sound relatable and clear. Repeat after me. I help.
Sometimes learners worry that their job sounds too simple or too complex. But every job has value, and every job can be described in natural English. If you clean houses, you can say, "I help people keep their homes clean and organized." If you deliver packages, you can say, "I make sure people get what they ordered quickly and safely." It's all about expressing the purpose behind the job. Long break.
And if you're currently between jobs or studying, that's completely okay. You can confidently say, "I'm looking for work right now," or "I'm studying to become a," followed by your future profession. That still keeps the conversation open and positive. Repeat after me. I'm studying to become a.
Adding small details also helps create connection. Imagine someone says, "I'm a barista. I make coffee, but my favorite part is talking with regular customers." That detail opens doors for more conversation. You can use this same idea to make your answer friendly and memorable.
Long break. Here's a quick mini dialogue to show how these pieces fit together naturally. Long break. What do you do?
I'm a fitness trainer. I help people build strength and feel healthier. I love watching their confidence grow.
Notice how the description creates a full picture. This is exactly the kind of smooth, confident English you can use anywhere. Long break.
Keep repeating with us as we go, because the more you hear and practice these patterns, the more natural they'll feel when you speak.
Another part of job conversations that learners often forget is talking about where you work. You don't need complicated vocabulary. Simple phrases work perfectly. You can say, I work in a hospital, I work at a school, I work for a tech company, or I work from home. Repeat after me. I work at.
You can also describe the environment. For example, I work in a busy office, or I work in a quiet studio, or I work outdoors most of the time. These small details make your English sound more complete and more natural.
And sometimes people ask about your schedule. This is another great chance to build your conversation skills. You can say, I work full-time, I work part-time, I work nights, I work early mornings, or even my schedule changes every week. Try saying, I work full-time.
Here's a short example of how these pieces come together. Long break. I'm a receptionist. I work at a hotel and it's usually very busy. I help guests check in, answer questions, and make sure they have a comfortable stay.
That answer includes the job, the workplace, and the tasks. These three pieces help create a clear picture for the listener, and you can do the same with your own job.
Another skill you can practice is describing the tools or technology you use. For example, I use design software. I use special machines. I use a company database. Or I use social media to promote products. Repeat after me. I use.
Adding tools helps the other person understand the practical side of your work. It also makes your English richer and more detailed, which is great for improving fluency.
And remember to stay confident. Even if you make small mistakes, the important thing is communicating your ideas clearly and naturally. We're practicing with you the whole way.
Another important part of job conversations is explaining how you started. People love stories, even short ones. You can say, I started this job 2 years ago, or I got into this field because I enjoyed it in school, or I changed careers after discovering something new I loved. Repeat after me. I started this job.
Sharing the beginning of your journey makes the conversation feel more personal. For example, someone might say, I became a mechanic because I used to fix bikes with my dad. Or, I became a writer because I loved reading as a kid. These moments help you connect with people in a natural, warm way.
And sometimes someone might ask about challenges in your job. You don't need negative details. You can keep it simple and positive by saying, one challenge is managing time. Or, a challenge I face is meeting deadlines, but I've gotten better at it. These kinds of answers show honesty and confidence. Repeat after me. One challenge is.
You can also talk about what you've learned from your job. For example, I've learned to be patient. I've learned to work with different types of people. Or, I've learned how to solve problems quickly. These phrases make you sound thoughtful and reflective.
Here's a natural example. What have you learned from your job? I've learned to stay calm under pressure and communicate clearly with clients. Smooth, simple, and very natural. These kinds of answers help the conversation continue and show a deeper side of who you are.
You can also practice talking about future goals. For example, I want to improve my skills. I hope to get a promotion. Or, I'm planning to start my own business someday. Repeat after me.
In the future, I want to. Sharing goals adds energy and optimism to your conversation, and it also helps you practice more advanced English structures. Another element that brings your job conversations to life is describing the people you work with. You can say, I work with a small team, or I work with customers all day, or I work with professionals from different countries. These phrases help the listener understand your daily interactions. Repeat after me. I work with. You can even go a little deeper by describing the atmosphere. For example, my team is very supportive. My coworkers are energetic. Or, the people I work with are very experienced. Adding these descriptions helps your English sound warm and expressive.
And when someone asks what a typical day looks like, you can answer with simple, clear steps. For example, in the morning, I check emails. I meet clients throughout the day. I prepare reports in the afternoon, or I visit different locations depending on the project. These everyday actions make your description feel real and relatable.
Here's a short example of a natural answer. A normal day for me starts with checking messages. Then I meet with my team, and after that, I work on our main projects until the afternoon. Notice how it flows smoothly without being complicated. You don't need fancy vocabulary to sound fluent. You just need clear steps and confident delivery. Another useful strategy is talking about what you like most about your job. You can say, "My favorite part is helping customers. I enjoy solving problems." Or, "I like working with creative people." Repeat after me. "My favorite part is." These kinds of phrases make your English feel friendly and open. They also invite the other person to share their own experiences, which keeps the conversation moving naturally.
If you ever feel shy talking about your work, remember that repetition builds confidence. The more you practice these sentences with us, the more automatic they will become in real conversations. Keep repeating after us as we go. Sometimes people also ask about the impact of your job, and this is a great chance to express meaning. You can say, "My work helps businesses grow," or "My job makes people's lives easier," or "What I do supports my community." These statements show confidence and purpose, and they make your English sound thoughtful. Repeat after me. My work helps.
Talking about impact also helps you sound more engaged with your work. For example, if you're a driver, you might say, "My work helps people get where they need to go safely." If you're a cleaner, you can say, "My job helps keep spaces comfortable and healthy." Every profession contributes something valuable, and expressing that builds strong communication.
Another thing you can practice is describing the pace of your job. You can say, "My job is fast-paced." Work can get busy during certain seasons, or some days are slow and some days are very active. These small details add life to your description without requiring complex grammar.
People also love hearing about interesting moments or unique experiences. You don't need long stories, just simple highlights. You can say, "One memorable moment was meeting a famous customer," or "I once solved a very difficult problem for a client," or "I had an unexpected situation that taught me something important." Repeat after me. One memorable moment was.
Adding these small stories gives personality to your English and makes conversations more engaging. Think about one moment from your own job. Even a small event can be interesting when described clearly and confidently.
And sometimes, people ask whether you work independently or as part of a team. You can say, "I work mostly alone." "I collaborate with my team every day." Or, "I switch between solo work and group projects." These phrases help someone understand your work style.
Using all these pieces, job title, workplace, tasks, tools, people, impact, pace, stories, you create a complete, natural, and engaging description of your professional life. And the more you practice with us, the smoother it becomes.
Another useful area to practice is explaining how your job fits into the bigger picture of your life. You might say, "My job allows me to support my family," or "My work gives me the flexibility to study," or "My job helps me meet new people." These statements help others understand your lifestyle and motivations. Repeat after me. My job allows me to.
You can also talk about the skills your job helps you develop. You can say, "I'm improving my communication skills," "I'm learning to manage time better," or "I'm developing leadership abilities." These phrases make you sound positive and focused on growth.
Sometimes, people may ask what inspires you in your work. You don't need long explanations. Simple answers like, "I'm inspired by seeing progress," or "I'm inspired by creative ideas," or "I'm inspired when I help others succeed." Make your English sound expressive and confident. Repeat after me. I'm inspired by.
And if someone asks whether you enjoy your work, you can respond naturally with phrases like, "I enjoy it most days," I like the people I work with, or it's challenging but rewarding. These balanced responses feel honest and comfortable.
Here's a mini dialogue to show how these pieces can feel in conversation. Long break. Do you enjoy your work?
Long break? Yes, I do. I like helping people and learning something new every day. It keeps me motivated.
Long break. See how it flows without needing anything complicated. Comfort and clarity are the goal.
Long break? You can also share how your job connects with your personal interests. For example, I enjoy art, so working in design feels natural. Or I like meeting new people, which is why customer service suits me. These connections help you sound more open and relatable. Repeat after me. It suits me because.
Long break.
All these phrases help build a strong foundation for everyday English conversations. You're not just learning expressions, you're learning how to express yourself fully, confidently, and naturally. Another thing that can enrich your job conversations is describing the path you hope to follow. You might say, I want to move into management, or I'm hoping to specialize in a certain area, or I plan to take courses to improve my skills. These statements show ambition and help the conversation feel forward-looking. Repeat after me. I plan to.
People also appreciate hearing about what motivates you to keep going. Simple phrases like, I'm motivated by seeing results, or I'm motivated when my team succeeds, or I'm motivated by helping others give depth to your answer. These phrases make you sound thoughtful and engaged with your work.
And when someone asks about the most surprising part of your job, you can respond with something like, I didn't expect how much teamwork it requires. Or, I was surprised by how creative the work can be. Or, I didn't realize how much planning goes into every project. These small insights create interesting conversation moments. Repeat after me. I didn't expect.
You can also talk about the responsibilities that come with your career. For example, I'm responsible for training new staff. I'm responsible for managing schedules. Or, I'm responsible for handling customer complaints. These phrases help you sound more professional and complete.
Here's a natural example. In my job, I'm responsible for preparing weekly reports and making sure the team stays on track.
That sentence shows responsibility, clarity, and structure, all important pieces when describing your work in English.
Sometimes you may want to talk about improvements you've made. You can say, I've become more organized, or I've learned to communicate better, or I've improved my technical skills. These statements show growth and confidence. Repeat after me. I've improved.
And if someone asks whether your job is stressful, you can answer in a balanced way. It can be stressful at times, but I manage it. Or, some days are hectic, but I stay positive. Or, it's busy, but I enjoy the challenge. These responses show maturity and calmness.
All these expressions help you create richer, smoother conversations about your job, and they make you sound more natural in English every time you practice them. Repeat after me. I'm working on.
Another part of describing your job naturally is talking about the projects you're involved in. You can say, I'm working on a new project that helps improve customer experience. Or, I'm part of a team developing a new product. Or, I'm currently helping organize an event. These phrases make your work active and engaging. Repeat after me. I'm working on.
You can also talk about collaboration by saying things like, I work closely with the marketing team, or I coordinate with different departments, or I support other teams when they need help. These statements show teamwork and communication skills, which are great for sounding natural in English.
Sometimes people ask what you find most challenging, and you can answer calmly and confidently. You can say, the most challenging part is managing time, or the hardest part is learning new systems quickly, or staying organized can be a challenge, but I'm improving. These responses feel honest and balanced.
Repeat after me. The most challenging part is, and it's always helpful to mention something you're proud of. You might say, I'm proud of finishing a difficult project, or I'm proud of helping my team succeed, or I'm proud of the progress I've made. These positive reflections show confidence and growth.
Here's one more example to bring it all together. I'm a project coordinator. I work with a small team and I'm responsible for planning and communication. I'm currently working on a new project and I'm proud of how smoothly our team is handling it.
Clear, natural, confident, exactly how you want to sound when talking about your job in English. And the more you practice these expressions with us, the more automatic they'll become in real conversations.
Keep practicing, keep repeating, and keep building your confidence step by step. Your English grows every time you tune in, and we're right here learning with you.
Here's one more final example. If you enjoyed this episode and want more helpful English practice, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content like this.
Thanks for listening to English Vision, the podcast. Subscribe and bye.